Good afternoon and welcome to Her Majesty's Court for Virtual Candlemas. Her Majesty has words.
Or not virtual Candlemas. So I first of all want to thank their Excellencies of Dragon's Lair, Arion the Wanderer, and Baroness Kloe of Thira for allowing me to do this after they rescheduled their Candlemas. And I had originally planned to go. And I have so many of their populace that are deserving of recognition, and they kindly agreed to let me do this. And then I also want to thank all the people that have to work extra hard to make this happen. This is a whole nother layer that most people didn't sign up for. And I just really, really appreciate everyone's ability and willingness to be creative and to do the things necessary to make this work. Your Excellencies, did you want to say something before we get into the awards?
Yes, we would like to thank you for offering to do this. It's amazing to be able to do this live.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'm just excited. I'm really, really excited to be able to recognize so many deserving people. So with that, we're just going to roll right into it.
All right. Maeve Ingen Cormac, Yasana of Dragon's Lair, Alexandro of Dragon's Lair. Pray attend Her Majesty.
Hi, you two. Hi. It's so
Hi.
great to see you. I have heard so many great things about both of you and your mom. And I was wondering if you both would agree to accept something on behalf of your mom, and we'll do your mom first.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. So your mom, I heard, found the SDA at June Fair in 2018. And then 2 months later, she was working gate at Crown in Dragon's Lair. And that she has just become a totally integral part of Dragon's Lair. And she's the kind of person that does things because she sees a need and doesn't even have to ask. And she doesn't wait for someone to tell her. She just goes and does it. So for her awesomeness, hear the words of my herald.
We, Sven, Shining King, and Rifkin, Wise Queen, rightful sovereigns of the Sable Lion thrones, are moved to recognize the diverse efforts of our subject, Maeve Ingen Cormac, and herewith award them arms. We further charge them with all the rights and obligations appropriate thereto. Done by our royal hand and seal this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
Yay!
Cheers for the newest lady! Huzzah!
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 And now Isana. Is that right, Isana?
It's Isana.
Isana. Okay,
Yes.
So I have heard that you are the coolest kid, that you do archery and that you run around and you help and you wait tables at feasts and you just are so enthusiastic and excited about everything that the SDA has to offer. And that makes me excited because you are the next generation. And it's just so wonderful to see children and I engaged that way. So hear the words of my herald.
Sana of Dragon's Lair, attend these words, all people of the land. We, King Sven the Shining and Queen Rifkin the Fierce, wishing to ensure the future of these lands and mindful that the future rests with the youth of the kingdom, are pleased to recognize you for your significant labors. And therefore do we award this Leo Minor, and in token of our gratitude, have hereto set our royal hand and affixed our great seal this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56. Huzzah for our newest Leo Minor. Huzzah!
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 All right, Alexandro, is that right?
Alejandro.
Alejandro. See, I thank you for letting me know. My dog might come over here and introduce herself. She's gonna eat the chicken instead. So, but anyway, also we have heard that you are a cool kid and that you're very into archery and youth combat and into helping at events and also waiting tables at feasts. And so we also are just super excited to have you involved at both the Dragon Slayer level and the Kingdom level, and excited to just see the generations so engaged. So here are the words from my herald.
Alejandro of Dragonslayer. Alejandro of Dragonslayer, the years of your youth have been marked with efforts worthy of recognition. You have grown to become a vital and worthy subject of our realm. In gratitude of your service and in token of our esteem, we, Sven King and Rifkin Queen, sovereigns of Antir, gift you with the Leo Minor, done by our royal hand and seal this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56. Huzzah for the new
Huzzah.
Leo Minor!
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
So I want to thank your whole family one more time. It's just so wonderful when you see a whole family engaged and bringing enthusiasm to both the barony and the kingdom. And I hope I get to meet you both in person.
Furia Domitia. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Proclaim unto all peoples that we, Sven and Rifkin, Rex and Regina Antir, have noted the dedication, works, and loyalty of our subject, Furia Domitia, who has greatly enriched our realm. In gratitude, we thus award them entrance into the right noble order of the Gute de Song. We do further honor them with a grant of awards with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. In witness thereof, we set our hand and seal this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
So, Furia, before we give 3 cheers, I want to say a few things about you. Like, one, like I have, you have enriched my life through the internet because you have so much enthusiasm and such a sparkling personality that everything you do with a smile, and your engagement and your enthusiasm is contagious. And I know that for a while there, you were going to school and splitting your time between Kel-d and Antir. And you are still a major presence in both Dragon Slayer and the Kingdom. And I want you to know that you're highly valued both by their Excellencies and their Majesties. And I love your presence in the Kingdom. Thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
For the newest member of the Order of the Gute de Song. Yep, yep.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Yep, yep.
Huzzah.
Lucy of Smithsmall.
Sure. Hi, Lucy. Thank you for agreeing to come and do this virtual court with us. I have heard such great things about you, that you're one of these people that serves quietly in the background, and that you are very involved in setup and tear down and doing like the dirty jobs at feast, like the dishes, with a smile. You're also highly involved in Culinary Guild. It sounds like you just are totally integrated into the Barony of Dragonslayer, and that you've become such a key person to them. So that makes me ecstatic. I love to see the Barony engaged. So here are the words of my herald.
Let it be known that we, King Sven and Queen Rifkin, have observed the good works and labors of the subjects of this our kingdom of Antir. Courtesy, loyalty, and diligence are the hallmarks of our subject, Lucy of Smithsmall. So, noting this, do we bestow unto them an award of arms. Additionally, we command them to seek out suitable and unique heraldry so that their mark may join the other nobles of Antir. In witness thereof, we have set our hand and seal this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for everything that you contribute to your barony and the kingdom.
Thank you.
Cheers for the newest lady of Antir.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Sigrid Valum's daughter.
Hi, Sigrid.
No.
Hi. So I have heard great things about you too, that you're a really integral part of your barony, that you're one of those people that whatever needs to be done, they just have to ask and you're there, and that you're really sort of enmeshed in Norse costume. And I see your beautiful apron right there. It's very beautiful. And that you're really good at pageantry and your encampment. Also on persona for your Norse stuff. And that you just made a new champion's cloak for the barony too.
I did, Your Majesty.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I do the same thing with largesse. So I really, or regalia, when I see something that needs to be replaced, it's just such a pleasure to do that. And I love seeing other people that are inspired by that kind of thing. So hear the words of my herald.
Hold yourself silent and attend the words of dread King Sven and fierce Queen Rifkin. Let all know that Sigrid Vilhelmsdottir has, through great service to our people, pleased us and does deserve our recognition. Thus do we admit them to the right noble order of the Gute Song. In tribute, we grant a gift of a grant of arms, and with gratitude, we set our hand and seal this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
Congratulations, and thank you so
very
much
much
for all of your contributions.
For the newest member of the Order of the Gute Song, huzzah!
Huzzah! My dog says huzzah too.
Yes, he does. She does. Natasha Ornova Zechava. Zecheva.
Is that how you
Is that correct? Yacheva.
Zecheva.
Oh.
Zecheva.
So Natasha, you have been a fixture the whole time I have been playing in Antir as a field herald and a court herald. And I know that you also, behind the scenes, work very hard on crafting ceremonials for almost anything that you're asked to do. And I want you to know how much we appreciate you and how much you have influenced and shaped court heraldry in Antir. So hear the words of my herald.
Odin's mead flows freely from the mouths of Antir skalds, as the magic of words pour off the tongue of Natasha. For bringing this word of fame to our precious kingdom, we, Sven and Rifkin, King and Queen of Antir, do name you wordsmith. For in the words of the Havamal, cattle die, kinsmen die, one day you yourself die. But words of praise do not perish when one wins fair fame. Done this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
Thank you so much for making Antir more beautiful with your words and your ceremonials, and for all of your court and field heraldry.
Thank you, Majesty. It's a great pleasure to serve.
You're very welcome. Can we get some cheers?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
For our newest wordsmith, hip, hip,
Huzzah!
huzzah. Hip, hip, huzzah. Hip, hip, huzzah.
Congratulations, Natasha.
Lysander. There he is.
Hi, Lysander.
Hello.
So you also are somebody that their Excellencies have put some words into our ear about how helpful you are in the barony. Especially you fight, and you're squire to Duke Skepti, is that right?
That is correct.
Very cool. And you're apprentice to Gwen the Potter?
That is also correct, Your Majesty.
And she says that you helped her at June Fair with her demo, and that you were really, really great at explaining to the people there how to do the pottery, and that you're just really a boon to her. So hear the words of my herald.
Let it be known that we, King Sven and Queen Rifkin, have observed the good works and labors of the subjects of this our kingdom of Antir. Courtesy, loyalty, and diligence are the hallmarks of our subject Lysander. So noting this, do we bestow upon them an award of arms. Additionally, we do command them to seek out suitable and unique heraldry so that their mark may join the other nobles of Antir. In witness thereof, we have set our hand and seal this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
So I didn't say it, but you've also been integral to Dragonslayer with their web team as their web minister and helping them be online during the pandemic, which is sort of a really big soft spot for me. So I really appreciate. Oh, is that not right?
That would not be me.
Oh, it's not you?
I do believe that might have been Marcel. But
Okay, well,
I'm
maybe
not
it's the
sure,
next
but that
person, and I'm just
unfortunately
getting
would
ahead
not
of
be me.
myself.
I cannot take credit for that, Your
Okay.
Majesty.
Well, thank you so much for all that you do.
Cheers for the newest lord of our land. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Thank you, Your Majesties and Your Excellencies, so much for making this a wonderful birthday for me.
Oh, happy birthday. We should
Thank
have
you.
Birthday.
Oh, there we go.
See,
Nice.
Refskeg is on it.
He is.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you. Have a wonderful day, Your Majesties and Your
You
Excellencies.
too.
Maynok of Dragon's Lair.
So
Hello, Your
Maynok,
Majesty.
You're the person behind the curtain. I got ahead of myself. So I have been told that you have been integral to the barony of Dragon's Lair during the pandemic and being their web minister and helping them figure out the appropriate platforms to do meetings and socials and any kinds of things like that. And like I said before, that I have a real soft spot for that because I think it's just so important that we learn how to be creative and still build community and nurture and build our friendships and be there for one another during the pandemic. So thank you so much for all your efforts in that regard.
I help where I can.
Thank you. Here are the words of my herald.
Moved we by the noble actions of our people, let the royal names of mighty King Sven and radiant Queen Rifkin, rightful sovereigns of the land, leave their mark in history. For remarkable service to crowning kingdom, we take upon ourselves our prerogative and grant fellowship into the right noble order of the Gut de Song to Maynok of Dragon's Lair. And with this, a grant of arms. In appreciation, we have hereto set our hand and affixed our seal on this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
Congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm honored.
The newest member of the Order of the Gut de Song. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Ellidh Kel-d-leth.
Yes, Your Majesty.
So I love all the support you have there. This is the kind of thing that I was really hoping for when we decided to do some virtual courses, that everybody would get together and put their stuff on and have sort of a sense of community. But this is about you. And I have heard all about your null binding and that you make your own needles and that you teach and that you make hats and socks and that you give them to largesse as well. So, which is amazing. I have tried null binding and it's super hard. So I have a lot of respect for you. So hear the words of my herald.
Beauty and skill go hand in hand and shine forth from the works of our gifted and generous subject, Ellidh Candlemas, bringing glory to our realm. Thus it is with joy that we, Sven and Rifkin, sovereigns of Antir, admit them into the right noble order of the Jean de Leon. And we do further honor them with a grant of arms with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. In witness thereof, we set our hand and seal this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
So this is so well deserved. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're going to open the envelope?
Yeah, my husband is dying to do it.
Do it on camera.
Give me.
There you go.
Yeah, but he's been standing there with the switchblade. Oh,
Woo-hoo.
there we go.
Yay. I have to give huge
My mailbox.
oh, excellent. I have to give huge props to our royal scribe Ludwiga, who had the idea of mailing all of these out so that you guys would get them and be able to open them during virtual court, which I think is amazing.
It's
So, oh, Her Grace says there's more in there.
yeah, he's
Oh.
worked
Necklace too. Awesome.
Alrighty. Cheers for the newest member of the Order of the Jean de Leon. Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we're down to Arontius.
Yep.
Okay. Arontius Bygelswade, please heed the words of Her Majesty.
Hello, Arontius. So, you have been an immense help to Sven and I personally. And for that, we want to recognize you. So let's do that.
Okay.
But I want to tell people some of the things that you've done for us. I mean, almost without even us asking, he has behind the scenes done all of our financial stuff. Like, I don't even know what the financial reimbursement form looks like, because Arontius just says, hey, send me your receipts, and he's on it. And to have that administrative part taken off our plates is huge. So here are the words of my herald.
In the days when Scalanus ruled as Prince of Antir, Malin, his princess, wished to honor those who had been of special service to her during her reign. She established the award of the Forget-Me-Not to be given by the Princess of Antir at their pleasure. Likewise did Morag, first queen of Antir, determine that service to the queen was worthy of honor, and chose to continue to present the Forget-Me-Not to those who had distinguished themselves in her service. To this day, personal service to the consort of Antir has been recognized by the bestowal of the Forget-Me-Not, and today Her Majesty Rauokinn is pleased to continue this tradition.
So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't even begin to tell you how much we appreciate you.
That's in your box.
Your Majesty, I have loved you for a long time. If anything I could do to help you, I'm there for you. Anything, you know that.
Aww. Well, I'm not done with you, because not only have you been a boon to His Majesty and I personally, you are one of the people in the background for decades doing whatever you can to make the kingdom stronger. You take on special projects, you take on exchequer roles, you autocrat events, kingdom events, baronial events, the largest event, June Fair. And you have such a passion, a love, and an engagement with the kingdom. Like, it's really like immeasurable. Like, it's awe-inspiring. So for that, we have some additional words.
Sven, Dread Lion of Antir, and Rauokinn, Sagacious Lion of Antir, are guided by the immortal words of Sir Frederick Rogers to look for the helpers. It is the helpers who toil in the shadows of the lion thrones who are the foundation of mighty Antir. Throughout selfless toil and labors of love, the foundation of the kingdom becomes strong. When someone lovingly acts as a helper in service to the kingdom for 20 years or more, we are minded to recognize them with the honor of the lion's strength. We declare that Arontius of Bygelswade, Arontius is undisputedly a helper in recognition of his decades of service. We now induct him into the Order of the Lion's Strength, done by our hands this 5th day of February, Anno Societatis 56.
So on behalf of the kingdom, we thank you. Oh, I can't hear him.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You're very welcome. I mean, if I could like give you everything, I would. Like, honestly, people like you, and there are a lot of people that work in the background for decades and have such a love for Antir. You really are the foundation of the kingdom and what make it great. And I just want to shout your names from the hills. I really, really do. So I hope everyone knows really how much the kingdom owes you. So this is just a little bit we can do.
Did you open your box that I sent you?
I got it right here.
Open the
And I
box.
see my forget-me-not here.
Yeah. And there's something in the box.
Oh, wow. The kingdom colors.
So the
Thank you.
token, so the token for the Lion Strength is a checky belt, and I picked that one out personally for you because it's amazing. So I hope you wear it with pride.
I'll wear it in your memory because it will inspire me to do the things like this. Thank you.
Thank you.
3 cheers for the newest member of the Order of the Lion Strength. Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah! And that is the end.
Well, that is all of the awards that we have, but I wanted to say a few other things. We're going to do a few virtual courts, ethereal courts, and I hope that all of you that are watching have enjoyed them. So one of the things that make these things go is award recommendations from all of you. And we know that a ton of people have been doing amazing things during the pandemic. You've been posting them on social media. So if your friends have been doing amazing things, please, please, please use the award recommendation form on the Kingdom website and send us those award recommendations so that we can recognize them and honor them for making Ontir strong and their baronies strong. And just because, you know, it's just awesome to be able to tell people how amazing you think they are. So please do that for us. I would appreciate it. And it'll make court longer. I think we went through this pretty fast. But I also want to thank Arion and Kloe again. I just really appreciate you guys agreeing to be creative with me and do this. And it's really been amazing to have your support.
Thus ends the court of Her Majesty Queen Rifkin. Long live Queen Rifkin!
Long live Queen Rifkin!
Long live King Sven!
Long live King Sven!
Long live their Excellencies of Dragon's Lair!
Long live their Excellencies of Dragon's Lair!
For our host, Dragon's Lair, huzzah!
Huzzah!
For our glorious kingdom, thrice say her name, Ontir! 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 You have Her Majesty's leave to depart.
Thanks again for joining us.
We have been asked to show off everyone doing their awards if they'd like to stick around.
Excellent.
So everyone's coming back in. Get ready. And you're free to leave otherwise.
Just a minute.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to all of you. That is so cool. I'm so glad that Ludwiga went the extra mile and sent all that to you because that's just amazing.
And I'd like to say this is long overdue for many of you. Some of these recommendations were put in 2 years ago.
Yeah. Is Natasha still there? Nope, she went away.
Oh, no, there she is.
And you have a really nifty, cool book that is part of your award that I will be happy to give to you at, I don't know,
Candlemas, probably.
All righty. For you.
Well, thank you all again for hanging out with us and waiting patiently for sometimes over 2 years. I actually think a couple of them were 3 years old. So thank you for being patient and still continuing to have enthusiasm for what you're doing and passion for what you're doing. And just, you know, I love the passion.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Majesty, for doing this.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure. Aw.
Comments.
I love the comments. And thank you, Rough Skeg, for having our back and making this happen.
For real.
And Ludviga for the sending things out in advance.
I have the best team, or I guess we have the best team. I can't take all of Sven's thunder.
That's it.
Yep.
We are done.